Shocking news. Dakota Johnson announces she wants to give birth to a baby boy for Jamie Dornan. Hollywood woke up to a shocking headline on the front page of Entertainment Blaze. Fire-breaking. Dakota Johnson says she wants a son with Jamie Dornan, a dream that never happened. Below is a photo of Dakota in a secret interview for a European fashion magazine. When asked if I had the chance to relive the best part of my life, Dakota smiled, her eyes sparkling. I would love to go back to 2016 and have a son with Jamie Dornan, number one believed their eyes. Fans went crazy. Social media exploded. Has Jamie found out yet? What does his wife, Amelia Warner, think? Is this just a joke, or is it the truth that has been hidden for too long? The early days, when feelings aren't allowed to be loud. Back in 2016, behind the scenes of 50 Shades Darker, Dakota and Jamie are like two inseparable souls. They acted out passionate, intimate scenes, but when the director shouted, "Cut," their eyes were still glued together as if they couldn't take their eyes off each other. They didn't dare cross the line. Jamie was married. Dakota had declared that she didn't want to be a third person. But that night, when they were both lost in the French countryside because the film crew had problems, they stayed in a simple cabin. No paparazzi, no assistants, no director. Just rain, wind, and real emotions. No one knows exactly what happened. But from then on, Dakota began to look at Jamie differently. She cherished every eye contact, every handshake. In a leaked behind-the-scenes photo that year, Dakota rested her hand on her belly, her eyes distant. Everyone thought it was just a pose. But those close to her recounted, she once whispered to her closest assistant that, "If I have a child, I want it to have Jamie's eyes." Shocking reaction. Jamie no longer keeps silence. After the interview went viral, reporters followed Jamie Dornan like a shadow. At the premiere of his new film in Venice, he appeared alone, refusing to answer any questions related to Dakota. But that night, a clip leaked. Jamie left the event, making a phone call in his car, his voice tense. Is she crazy, saying that in public? We buried it. Number one knew who he was talking to, Dakota? Or someone who knew the truth? Fans were divided into two camps. Team Dakota, she was just telling the truth. Women have the right to talk about their desire to be mothers. Team Jamie, he was pushed into an unwanted scandal. Dakota is selfish. But things didn't stop there. Jamie's wife Amelia Warner posted an old black and white photo, captioned, "You can act in a romantic movie, but don't make it real if you don't have the courage to face the consequences." Hollywood shocked. The hidden letter, and the secret of a forgotten holiday. A source revealed to The Confidentialist that in 2017, after finishing the 50 Shades series, Dakota wrote a handwritten letter to Jamie, no manager, no email, but directly to her home address in London. In the letter, she wrote, "I know we can't, but I always wondered, if we had a baby with you, would it have your eyes, or my shy personality? Even if it was just in my imagination, I'd keep it alive." The letter was never mentioned again, until it was leaked by a former assistant who worked with Jamie during that period. The paper was ivory, the handwriting was slanted, the ink was slightly smudged at the end, as if someone had cried while writing it. Jamie kept it in his safe for years. It was his biggest secret. A week after the scandal, Jamie quietly called Dakota. After a few rings, she picked up, her voice calm. "Have you read the newspaper? I need to see you." "For what?" "I'm just telling the truth. True to me, but cruel to you." They met at an old mansion in Malibu, the place that used to be the movie set. Dakota walked in, dressed simply, no makeup. Jamie looked at her, silent for a long time, then asked, Are you still thinking about it? Dakota nodded, then smiled sadly. I don't need the baby. I just need you to know that if I had a child with someone, I would have wanted it to be you. Jamie squeezed her hand, then let go. No hug, no more words. They parted with a 5-second look, deeper than any scene they had ever acted in. The silence ends, and the unexpected. 3 months later, Dakota appeared on a talk show. When asked about her dream of having a baby, she replied, "I used to dream of having a baby boy. But that dream doesn't need to happen anymore. Because sometimes, knowing you wanted it is enough." And Jamie, at a fundraising event, when asked about the scandal, just laughed. "I used to think emotions could be controlled. But it turns out, no." The press stopped following. Fans cooled down, but sensitive people still noticed. Since then, Jamie often touched her left wrist, where the red string Dakota gave her during a filming session in 2015.